Well, I mean, I've recently discovered that they've existed on a scale that make it easier to play, and I'm kind of getting more into it. Like I do like the skill sets that randomizers promote, and it's just nice going back to a game that you really enjoyed and having a reason to replay it. So that's what that is for me. Is it's like uh a qualitative difference to the game that gives me a reason to go back and get better at it, which is always what I've been looking for. Like whenever I look at a game and I see New Game Plus, I'm like, oh, how is it different? And the answer is usually like enemies deal double damage. And it's like, okay, well, that's technically harder, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Like, I want to play the same game, but I want it to be different enough to catch my interest, right? Like, I want there to be something different that's worth it for me to come back. That's not just like numbers go up, otherwise you're doing the exact same things, but like a reason for me to play the same game differently. Which is what randomizers do. Randomizers give you a reason to play the same game differently, which is fantastic. And they're so good at it, and they're like, it's repeatable, right? Like you could just keep doing it. You could do it over and over and over, and each time it's different enough that it's kind of a similar experience, but a new experience, which is fantastic. You started playing Hollow Knight yourself? Oh, congratulations! Oh, Steel Soul. Oh, that's a big deal. Okay. You got False Knight and Hornet on first try. Congratulations. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I wonder with, my extra practice from randomizers whether it would be fun to go back and try Steel Soul. And on the whole, I think the answer is still no. Like, I don't think this is the kind of difficulty I'm looking for in terms of ways to modify my game experience. But I'm glad that exists for people that enjoy it. That's good. LM La Mulana? Whew. I know that La Mulana randomizers exist, and I'm actually not sure whether La Mulana is the kind of game I want to revisit at all. Like, the thing about Hollow Knight is Hollow Knight was an absolute delight to play through the first time, right? Everything about the game is good. There's some minor frustrations here and there, but like the mechanics of the game were super sweet and really satisfying. The game was really responsive, and you really felt like you had a lot of control and a lot of options. And La Mulana is the exact opposite of that. You don't have control, and you don't have options. What you do have is a monstrously difficult and frustrating experience of trying to resolve weirdly worded puzzles. And the puzzles aren't going to change for a randomizer. It's the same puzzles, if rearranged. And the mechanics aren't going to get any better in a randomizer. Like, you still have the same frustrating mechanics. So, I don't really see the appeal of doing a La Mulana randomizer. Like, I kind of see it, but like, it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for. Which would be longer, Hollow Knight or La Mulana. My understanding of La Mulana randomizer is it's probably around 2.5 hours to 3 hours, if you know what you're doing. My understanding of Hollow Knight randomizer, it's still probably around like 4 hours, 5 hours, even if you know what you're doing. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I guess it depends on your settings. I know for me, it still hasn't really gotten better than like 5 hours, 5.5 hours for Hollow Knight randomizer. With the exception, I did one in an archipelago, and I had progression highly prioritized, and I was in go mode in under an hour. It was really, really silly. People just gifted me all the things I needed. And it was like 45 minutes in, and I had Dream Nail and Mantis Claw and Double Jump. And I was just like, all right, somebody give me Tier. Where's Tier? It's in somebody's like ice cave or something. Cool, I guess I'm just winning now. Archipelago is a very fascinating experience. HV? I'm not sure what HV means. Non-randomized speedrun times. The thing about the speedrun times is they depend on what glitches are in the game. I guess you could look at glitchless and that, like NMG, right? No major glitches. And that might give you a decent reference point. And also like what stuff is skippable in the game, like what the requirements are to win the game is going to be different from different like speedruns and different randomizers. Stall ball strat? Stall ball. I don't think I know what that is. What game? Oh, pogoing on the Vengeful Spirit. Yes, yes. It's wild, isn't it? It's super wild. I love that this game is so... There's some really, really weird stuff going on behind the scenes. It's very fascinating. Anyway, I have randomized a seed. The only settings I've changed from the last time I've done this is I have decided to randomize the notch costs of charms with the idea that maybe this will get me to equip some charms that I don't usually equip, or maybe this will get me to like be able to use stuff that I wouldn't otherwise be able to use if I get it early, which is an exciting idea. Otherwise, we're doing pretty much the same thing, randomizing almost everything except Dreamers, and yeah, that's the game. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, Heaven's Vault. Heaven's Vault doesn't really... I don't think you could randomize Heaven's Vault. Like, the thing about Heaven's Vault is winning the game is only dependent on going to specific places. And you could set it so that, like, the order in which those places unlock is randomized. But generally, the core of the game is not about making progress towards winning the game. It's about making progress towards understanding the language. And that's not really something that you can revisit in a randomizer. Anyway, here is my hash if you want to play alongside. Aspid Mother, Wandering Husk, Radiance Mask Fly. For anybody who wants to do this randomizer next to me in order to prove their superiority. Or just, you know, have fun and pretend you're playing a game with other people. How do I get that out of Bo Catalini Ifarali? That is the... So, Heaven's Vault is a game with a fascinating constructed language internally. And that is the translation of the game's name in the internal language. The conlang for Heaven's Vault. Oh man, Jackets, Heaven's Vault was such a good time. I spent like 80 hours on that game on stream. But artificial languages in games are absolutely my like deepest vice. Yeah, the hash is a room code. Absolutely. That's what that is. Alright. Immediately get a white fragment. That's cool. I like white fragments. I am absolutely okay with starting the game with King Soul. That sounds wonderful. There's like a speedrun trick there where you pogo off of this thing. Or the thing like it in the previous platform to save yourself a jump. Ow. Wow. Just immediately getting cool stuff. I love it. Oh man, I completely forgot about Chronicles of Teddy. It has been forever since I thought about that game. I never did play the first one. I have it. I haven't played it though. I wonder if that would be interesting to go back to. Like, I've also heard that the first game is very different from the second game. You brought it up like 2 streams ago. I don't know, man. My long-term memory is... Oh my god. That's never happened before. My memory for anything is pretty much garbage. Steady body, okay. Steady body 1. Very easy to equip this steady body. So there's this trick here. Ooh, I pulled it off. Okay, I guess it's not as precise as it looks. 2 streams ago, another lifetime. Yeah, exactly. That's how you get the charm on? Which charm? Or are you talking about the Fury of the Fallen or whatever it is that shows up in that location in vanilla? Fury of the Fallen. Yes, correct. Correct. I need to sit at the bench. Please allow me to sit at the bench. Thank you. Fragment of a white charm. It cannot be equipped. True story. Alright, now my body is steady. I don't know what this does, actually. It means you don't get as much knockback when you get hit. Oh no, when you hit them. Okay. Oh, I also like that. I haven't actually ever played with custom sprites. I'm aware that it's a thing, but I've never tried to, like, get it set up for myself. Well, I'll take free money. I guess I'll take more free money. I guess I will continue to take free money. This is all stuff that doesn't matter. Stalwart Shell. Higher invulnerability. 6 notches. No, thank you. I guess I'll buy a grub. I don't know how important grubs are going to be in this game, but I guess let's buy a grub. Sure. Wow. So many relevant things so early on. Look at that. Pale ore, what a deal. Alright, what do the grubs look like? Show me some grubs. What do you have for me? You got Geo, a tram pass at 3. That's a big deal. And then a bunch of irrelevant stuff. Okay, tram pass at 3. So we gotta get 2 more, probably. Gotta get 2 more grubs, and then we'll have a tram pass, which is delightful. I guess let's go get the thing over here. Since there is a thing over here that is easy to get, even though it's not in logic. I mean, I guess we go get the thing that is in logic first. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, it's just a soul thing. I messed it up severely. But I know it's a soul thing. I'll just remember that it's a soul thing. That's fine. I'll definitely just remember that it's a soul thing. 100% of the time I will remember. There is no way I would forget something like that. Would definitely never happen. Alright, let's go kill Brooding Moloch, because that's always fun. Oh god, I can't get used to this. I can't get used to this. This is a problem. If I start getting used to having steady body on, it'll ruin me for the rest of the game. This is a problem. Like, I already make the mistake almost all the time of just hitting things and getting myself knocked back enough that I don't make a jump. And now I have steady body on, and it reinforces bad habits. This is so bad. Alright, let's go kill Brooding Moloch. Sounds like a good time. Whoa. Getting hit by things I should not be getting hit by. Really getting hit by things I should not be getting hit by. Okay. This path isn't normally available. It requires spike jumping. It is, in fact, normally available if you are capable of spike hopping. It's not an easy fight if this is gonna be your first fight in the game. Like, that's probably a mistake. What do you have for me? You have Geo. What a deal. Nope, I'll pass. But it is available as a thing to go do if you want to do it. Oh boy. Definitely not collecting all of the Geo. I'm so lazy when it comes to collecting Geo. Yeah, I think it's a mass shard. That sounds about right. Another vessel fragment. Okay. All that Geo lost. I got like 2 out of the 15. Supposed to be a reward, but no, I'm just like, Geo. What have you got here? City of Tears map. Oh, so we got grub number 3. Okay, that's relevant. I guess I'll go get the Geo. This is a giant pile of Geo, right? It's another grub. Okay. Well, that's enough grubs for the tram pass. So that's cool. You end up doing one thing out of green path to skip like half of it. Yeah, absolutely. That's very easy to do. Even in vanilla, that's pretty easy to do. There's like multiple different ways to make that jump that Hornet crosses at the beginning of Green Path. Well, multiple's a little strong. But yeah, you can lure a mosquito up there, you can fireball cross it. There's a lot that you can do there. Alright, remind me what's going on over here. Is there nothing over here? Guess there's nothing over here. Map. Ah, I have to turn the mod on. Map mod S. Yes, enable. Full map. All pins. Pins over map. I guess we just do full map. Where am I? I'm here. I'm in the next room over. Yeah, okay. So there's 2 things in here in vanilla. This one and the other one over on the right. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Today... Okay. I've got 2 spells very early on. Ah. Supposed to be able to make that. Supposed to be better at that. Worth it? Probably. Desolate Dive, huh? Early Desolate Dive means that Crystal Peaks is now in logic? It's always tough for me to figure out, like, a grub. No, thank you. What do I do with early Desolate Dive? Nothing relevant, I think. In the face. Yeah, that's usually how that check goes, actually. It's definitely problematic sometimes. False Knight over to the left. Essence. Sure do love essence. Gotta make sure this opens up. That's a dark cave over there. We're not going into the dark cave. Let's just go fight False Knight. And get all of the stuff in the mound, because the mound is completely open now. I don't have C-dash, but I can get the first thing up here. Which is Geo. Any grub-gated things? The tram pass is actually 3 grubs. So once we've killed off False Knight, we're gonna go get the tram pass and head on over to the resting grounds. Whoops. Whoops. What am I doing? And this is the one that doesn't matter. Bye. Yeah, having Fireball here is very weird. This fight changes dramatically. More seals. Alright, getting a good number of relics. I'm gonna be loaded up if at some point in the near future we find ourselves in the City of Tears. Plenty of stuff to sell. Man, I did a archipelago with friends locally, and I played Hollow Knight. And it was so weird to get Mantis Claw. I got Mantis Claw very early. Very, very early. It was super weird to come through this area and have Mantis Claw and be like, wow, I could do everything. I could go anywhere. I'm unstoppable. Fascinating feeling. I'm gonna do the thing. I did the thing! That feels good. Can't do that thing. Different thing. Steady body! Unbelievable! No recoil at all! Can't get used to this. Do not get used to this. Will cause problems. Soul refill, and Wanderer's Journal. Great. And I have Fireball already, so I can go through here. Get wrecked. Dirtmouth Stag. Oh. Well, okay. Still no new charms. So I'm just on steady body and nothing else forever, I guess. Let's go get that tram pass. Tram pass sounds delightful. Hello, Cornelius. Still hanging around, huh? I'm not buying your 30 geo, for the record. I'm not going to let you scam me out of my money. Big ol' scammer cornifer. Tram pass. Cool. Did they just change the health amount on the big balder? They did. Because the balder exists only to gate you for specific things. Like, you need to have specific things to deal with them. But once you have those things, there's no reason to keep you just hanging around for no reason. He takes like 3 fireballs in vanilla, I think. Alright, now we go kill Gru's mother. Right, I forgot they come out of the corpse. Yeah, Geo is everywhere. Geo just goes flying. Distant village stag. Oh. Now we got more stags. Ladies and gentlemen, stags are available. In addition to tram passes. Okay, well. Lovely. Where are you going? Thank you for the geo. The unusually small amount of geo. Gru's mother should be your next kill, yeah? I mean, she's a relatively easy fight. I don't think I can get up to Salubra. I'm not doing a shade skip just to get up to Salubra. I will, however, unlock Sly. Wake up, buddy. You gotta sell me stuff. Alright, there is still stuff in Forgotten Crossroads. But I want to go to Resting Grounds more than I want to get the rest of the stuff in Forgotten Crossroads. So we'll come back to that. Probably. Also, this being a bench is pretty relevant to my interests. Hello and welcome to Resting Grounds. Can't go up there, doesn't matter, don't have Dream Nail. Ooh, I can do the bottom part of Resting Grounds too because I have Dive. That's cool. That's a cool thing to have access to. Alright, what's in here? What you got for me? Oops. In vanilla, you get to here by falling from crystal peaks, right? I mean, there's ways to do it early. But, like, you don't get the tram pass until really, really late in the game, right? Trying to remember, like, what actual vanilla pathing looks like. And I've completely lost it at this point. Hey, lady.